sacrosanct. None may enter without good cause.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she... Oh, mighty Adepta!
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply, I'm going to award...
My name isn't important. I was just delivering this for some other...
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, but I have to... In truth, if everything goes... As a side note... Now, please...
Shenhe! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone...
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how...
But I am not...
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite... No need.
You can't do that. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty.
Okay.
Great! Now we're talking.
Hi there! Since this was chosen so big...
Great!
One of your rooms is... Here are your keys?
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice. Let's buy one for Shenhe, too.
All right. I will... If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you...
Isn't that Cloud Retainer? Let's go and say hi.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So
So far, so good. Yeah. So...
naturally, save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor, all the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool. So, calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. What? You knew already?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are...
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, one first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so...
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. That she was able... One dealt with the...
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day...
Not necessarily.
That's still so...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of... Indeed. However, moon carved red ropes... It is only by fate...
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhua.
Huh. You dare draw such... Ningguang once made a... If she handles it, let us conclude our...
So... Hey! So, Shenhua...
Master has relayed my situation to you.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you. So I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my After all, master is... It's okay. The fault is... For this...
To be fair, anyway.
Got it.
Great! But, after all... Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Byron! And hey! People Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction...
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment. I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch. Wait, I know you. You're the one who fought against the Vatuian Osile, right? Pleased to meet you. I'm Beto, captain of the Crux.
Beto? Are you here to join the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so...
Huh. So even...
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin. Probably...
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler. I'm sure you've heard of them before. And this is... sorry, I'm not sure we've met.
Shenhua. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. Well, from today on, I guess all of us are Miss Yoon is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet, to be honest with you all. Wow. Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
In that case, I have a proposal. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together. Sounds great, but how does that change things exactly?
I think the plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh.
Okay then. All right. I'll go first. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make.
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Han.
Wonderful. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, by the way, what question are you gonna ask Ning? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion. Ooh, what? The opera is it's called...
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf? Or do you need something full?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of...
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. So, you're here to ask about wonder cores, the types of ore needed...
No?
If I remember it could take some work, but if you stick with it... I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick that can pinpoint the location of the stuff. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter iron around Mount Tianheng.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation, I hear the view there is quite spectacular. Perhaps it can give... I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks, and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool. A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite.
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work! Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the Divine Damsel.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron! Yeah! This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here. Shenhua, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think you... This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhua?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village. The remains of a... Does this mean that the true story of the divine damsel of devastation happened right here, in this village? The time frame certainly matches, so it seems we're in the right area. Let's keep looking around. What's this? So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter, and she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that... Oh, it looks like my father may need to make a few
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it! So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk. Let's go back and tell Shen...
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. And, well, we all know how that story ended. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the...
It must have been so tough.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look. This tells us how to find Subrosium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something just now, in the village, we found...
Why?
I know I say that opera always...
It's okay.
But,
My master once said that the day I... So, I hope... But I've never thought this way...
Don't worry. In fact, I think...
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Look, we can't let someone else beat us to it!
Rise. That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious.
Oh. Good.
So,
This is some top quality ore, you guess. Now it's my
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry.
much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about... When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, but now that our paths have...
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn something.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are...
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there. Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. I hereby announce...
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the plush strike yet!
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our 3 winners to please proceed to the...
Where's Beto?
Captain Beto has some business to attend to. She will join later.
All right, then. Guess we'll head on up. This has been a lot.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your...
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your...
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would... The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountain. You're quite...
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be...
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify.
Wow.
Managing a success... If you want to know how to make...
Wow. Paimon hadn't...
Your question was written all over your face. Now look. You helped me so I promise you that should you one day...
No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can...
Now that is an interesting... Liyue Harbor is very inclusive, so the...
Oh.
Yes. Perhaps someone you've met, or some... In short...
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beto. It's your turn.
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the Ningguang. Don't forget what we talked about. It's not going to be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on.
Don't worry.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back.
Beto? Ningguang?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However... It's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not... I hope the Jade... And I hope that you can... Let the Ascension ceremony commence! Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beto sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
Manifest! Unleash! You will regret this! Manifest! Unleash!
Time for your arraignment! Incinerate!
Obey! Manifest! You'll regret that! Unleash! Do your master's bidding!
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back. I'm just a little exhausted. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you.
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared, and Lady... Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank...
Great. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis, hence on balance.
While the position of Tianquan...
Shenhe, hopefully...
Yes. I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of... In fact, one has many fond
There'll be no need.
Oh. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade. We must celebrate both the completion of...
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks
All of you here are my distinguished guests. Those who don't drink...
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. I hear she's going to perform...
Hey! Look! Miss
神女披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was wonderful.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the play has an ending. But life...
Thank you.
Ms. Yun. Here you are, huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of Wait. You're the... Let me pull up a chair.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone.
Uh-oh. This feels...
Hey, what are you...
Calm down, Shenhua.